GCPM list, align with findings from DSS scores, and then coordinate a plan to divide the work between housekeeping and maintenance to complete at least 2 GCPMs per month. If I can get in 2 GCPMs per month, then I would be golden in comparison to where we have.
You're trying to accomplish how many?
2
GCPMs per month?
per month.
Okay. And, okay, so read me back what you have for your lead manager.
Identify parts of GCPM list, align with the findings from GSS scores to coordinate and divide work between housekeeping and maintenance in order to complete 2 GCPMs per month.
Okay.
I realize that's a big goal for like a long-term thing.
A lot of action steps there. What's your verb? What's your main verb that you want to accomplish each week?
Complete at least 2 GCPMs.
Okay, so complete. What are we completing? We're completing, the blue is the 2 GCPMs, right? How often are we doing it?
Twice a month.
Twice a month. And what was the rest of it?
That was it.
Oh, okay.
But
So
to drive, and I guess, and all of it would be to drive intent to.
yeah, you need some
sports.
kind of quality measurement in it. Okay? So complete 2 GCPM rooms per month. According to, and I'm just going to ad lib here, according to our GCPM checklist, or completing 90% of the checklist, or maybe 100% of the checklist, whatever is achievable. You think you get to everything on that checklist, which in theory, maybe that's what you want. So you want to have that, you need the green, you need the quality on there. What
Right.
level are we accomplishing our GCPM inspections? Everything else behind that you said identify what the top displeasures are, align it with GSS, all those are going to be basically action steps to drive that lead measure. So
Okay.
those are skipping ahead, those are going to be your first 3 commitments. You've
Okay.
just written your first 3 commitments for the next 3 weeks. I'm going to meet with Dina and we're going to identify what our displeasures are, and then the next week we're going to create a project list or whatever it is, and the stuff we're going to tell the staff what to do. And in the meantime, we're going to try to keep things going with our GCPM process so that we can keep those 2 GCPM scores there. Excellent. What do you got?
So I put, just kind of going along with that.
Yeah.
Complete deep cleaning item of the day or week for all assigned rooms per housekeeper in order to facilitate engineering GCPMs and uphold up-to-date standards.
Okay, so what's your verb?
Complete.
Complete. What are we completing? What's our focus?
Deep cleaning of the day for the assigned rooms.
So we're gonna, so maybe a project, you said like deep cleaning, it's maybe not always deep cleaning, maybe it's a project of the day. We could just simplify it, right? Okay, what's your consistency? What do we say, each day?
Day or
Daily-
week,
daily,
depends
okay.
on what
So
the-
we're gonna complete a project each week.
each week, yeah,
What's your quality level?
for up-to-date standards.
For up to our brand standards. Perfect. So, okay, my question is, does it meet the frequency? Are we doing it frequently enough for both of these? Or do we have a good enough frequency? Because we're looking at GCPMs twice a month. Is that enough to make a dent? Is that going to move our intent to return? Intent to recommend?
At twice a month, probably not.
Okay.
No,
Maybe we start at 2 and our goal is to get to 6 by April or something. I don't know. I don't know what the time frame is. What's
start like
achievable, you
2
know?
per month and try and
And
make it
keep
like
driving
1
that
per
up. It's
week.
something you can consider. That's what I would advise, is to make sure that you're getting that frequency enough.
Okay.
And maybe we talked about weekly, maybe it's daily. If each day we focus on one thing and they actually have a list of stuff they work on. So, okay. It's definitely in line because the room's gonna be clean. You're gonna have less people with dirty sheets or dirty carpets or whatever the issue is. The room's gonna be in great shape for the guests when they get in. And then the quality, if we're doing what our brand standards are, or a checklist, or what the room is supposed to look like, a check-in, then we're hitting all those steps. All right? Good job. You have commitments now written for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm going to shout out next week on the BLT meeting.
Can you check my other one, see how that?
Absolutely.
I
Let's
did,
go back to the diagram.
so on my verb, I did initiate,
Okay,
10 room calls for new arrivals,
okay.
every day per employee, per shift to ensure quality and expectations of our best practice.
That's very well. So your verb is to call the guest, right? We're focusing on our guest. We're gonna do 10 calls each day. So daily, we're gonna call 10 guests, and we're gonna ask them, what are we asking them?
We're asking them, we want to ensure that the expectations and the quality of the room is.
Does the room meet your expectations?
Yeah.
How's everything in the room? Okay. The question I'll ask, frequency, are 10 guests a day enough?
Well, I did 10 room calls every day per employee per shift.
Per employee per shift. So if our AM person's calling 10 people,
And then
which sometimes might be difficult because they might not check in 10 people. 10 people might be you might have 10 people checking in a day.
Right.
So that's the tricky part.
But a way, just to throw it out as a suggestion, a way you can modify that is, for your AM staff to make sure that they're following up with guest requests or like maintenance requests or anything like that.
Just to see if
Because a
those
lot
take
of
the time.
times we get the complaint at the front desk, we pass it on to Mike, and then Mike and his department handle it, but we never
Call
really
back.
follow up to see if it's done. We might talk to Mike and be like, oh, Mike, did you guys get that room? And he'll be like, oh yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
But we never really follow up with the guest again to
Closing
make
with
sure
the
that
guests,
we've
make sure the guests
come to
understand.
completion with that.
And it's met their expectations.
Right.
We try to use a maintenance card that says, hey, we looked at your drain, we looked at your light bulb, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that way the guest knows at least we've been there. Because the
Right.
guest calls on his way out, he's on his way to the meeting, hey, the drain in my tub is backed up, can you guys take a look at it? Great, thanks. They
Right.
go to the meeting, they come back at 8 o'clock at night,
They never know.
they take a bath, or they're still back up, or whatever it is, they don't know that, or it's looks exactly the same to them, which is probably a good thing, right? But they don't know if they got fixed.
Yeah, I've run into like something recently where they went up and fixed it, and then
It's still,
it broke again.
Yeah.
So they didn't know if it was fixed the first time or not. So that would
Or something happened where they weren't able to fix it.
But if they pick up that card and they see, oh yeah, maintenance was here today, awesome, I bet the shower looks great, and they walk in there and turn on the shower and there's still no hot water, then,
That's,
At least
hey, I know that your guy came
at least,
today.
yeah, it could be, hey, I still have no hot water.
Right,
Oh, we knew we closed that, let's look and see if there's something else happening.
right.
So
Or even
absolutely,
leaving like a message on their phone.
that would be the other thing, is saying,
If they
you know,
don't
hey,
answer it,
what's Ernie goes up to the room and fixes the light bulb, and, you know, he comes down and tells Adrian calls the room, says, hey, Mr. Smith, just wanna let you know, it looks like, we were able to get in the room, did the light bulb changed out for you? If you need anything else, please let us know. So that way they get back, they got a voicemail at 8 o'clock at night from Adrian at 2 in the afternoon.
Right.
They're like, oh, wow,
They know that they
great,
got it right.
or no, the light bulb's still not fixed. They you call down. We still have an opportunity, if we, you know, by trying to close the loop with the guests, we still have an opportunity to make that a good behavior, a
Right.
good experience.
Right.
So we can still get it right, because at the end of the day, we just want to get it right. The guest wants us to get it right. We want to get it right. Hopefully, we want to get it right before they walk out of the building. Or if they walk out of the building, it's more expensive to get it right. All right. Good job. So based upon what you guys have done, and we know, I hope, I don't, just me, we talked about the reset for 2017. We haven't really we're in the process of setting our goals for 2017 and the software and everything. So it's going to start happening really soon, where hopefully it's going to be time to upgrade or update our scoreboards and move all the overall references and replace it with ITR.
Do you guys have like your own scoreboard based on how you're implementing these changes to the property, and then like the property has their own scoreboards that you're keeping up with too?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, we'll talk about scoreboards here in a second, a little bit more about what that looks like. But what I wanted to ask you was if so we're kind of getting ready to set our goals for 2017. How comfortable do you guys feel about creating a meaningful goal? And meaningful, I mean like something that you can actually pick apart. Are we doing this every day for the coming, we'll say 4 to 6 months?
I was thinking maybe like putting into value how many issues, you know, the front desk comes across and they're able to fix or help a guest. And then if they're able to meet, you know, let's say 5 issues, you know, there might not be 5 issues, but at least writing down how many issues they fixed for a guest for that day.
So keeping track of guest displeasures,
Right.
whether it's their bill, their food, if it's their wake-up
Something,
call,
yeah.
whatever it is, keeping track of those.
And if they went ahead
And how
and
they
fixed
fixed
it, yeah.
You can track that in policy too.
Mm-hmm.
So. But moving forward, so for the next 4 to 6 months, how confident do you guys feel about having an action plan to move forward
Pretty good.
after doing this exercise?
Like, are you gonna
feel?
give me one, or how comfortable do I feel?
Like, how comfortable do you feel now going back to your hotel and saying, we need to do a lead measure for a front desk? You feel like you got a little bit more
Yeah.
understanding of
Yeah,
it? Okay, good.
absolutely.
Good. You guys have the notepad, so the PowerPoint, so you can kind of go back to the reference and say, hey, are we doing this and this and this and this? So that's good. All right.
Chris, I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna get some more water.